All right, YouTube. So before I go into this story, just a quick little diatribe, I guess. Look, this is a Santa Cruz Expos jersey. I played on the Santa Cruz Expos last year. I'm number 79. Played first base, played right field. But I had a guy on my team. Let's call him George. And he was from Venezuela, and he kind of brought to my attention and the rest of the attention of the team, like when we'd go out for a beer after we'd play baseball, he'd basically say, like, oh, you know, things have gotten really bad in Venezuela, because he's from there, and he's talking about, like, how shitty of a leader Nicolas Maduro is, and talking about all the problems there, and he basically said, like, yeah, I had to leave, you know, and this was even dating back farther to, like, the Hugo Chavez days. He basically immigrated over to England, and he played baseball there for a lot of years. So it was and then I started to look into it, like, about Nicolas Maduro. I realized that I haven't really been paying a lot of attention to him. I know Styx likes to talk about him a lot, like, and he talks about him in a pretty negative light. So I kind of had to look at it myself, and then there's this video in YouTube trending news right now. It's going to be in the description, of course, but it was just fucking so ridiculous. This guy Maduro is essentially standing up there with his generals and his secret service or secret police or whatever. And I heard this from not only Styx but Martin Brodell. They're talking about, like, he almost had a fucking drone explode in his face or whatever. So then you see his secret service agents like hold their coats up and basically, like, it looks so fucking staged, honestly. And look at it this way. A country like Venezuela with a guy like Maduro, they probably have state-run TV. So I don't buy this for 1 second that someone tried to kill him. I know people want to kill him. They talk about it pretty much every day, you know, as long as they're not being heard from the soldiers, you know, being guilty of wrong thing, I guess. I would imagine also in a country like that, free speech is kind of frowned upon, so they probably don't have a lot of freedom to express their anger, but I'm sure they think about it. I guarantee it they do. But this is just basically him trying to, like, I guess, I don't know, gain sympathy. He is so fucking desperate at this point, honestly. He is so goddamn desperate. He realizes that he basically fucked his own country's economy up. Like, there could have been at least something there. Like, I'm just using, I don't know, maybe Age of Empires economy logic, but you could have essentially basically exported oil, and you could have used the money from that to buy food for your country and to have, like, a, you know, like, well-educated, well-medicated, or not, you know, well taken care of, I guess, well-fed or whatever. But somehow he fucked it up, and I don't know, maybe it's not even his fault, maybe it's just the bricks that Hugo Chavez laid down, and then essentially the building kind of is falling apart right now. And then you hear guys like fucking Bernie Sanders come out and talk about how great Venezuela is. Well, he's not really saying that anymore, is he? You know, oh, those are good democratic breadlines, of course, yeah, that's great. And yeah, this is his logic. He's like, oh yeah, the democratic breadlines, they're wonderful. You know, some people, they don't even have the democratic breadlines. Oh, ho ho. Man, that guy's a fucking joke, honestly. Alright, that was a pretty good take. I'm going to end it on that. Maduro, he sounds like a fucking asshole. You know, honestly. And, yeah, I wish the best for the Venezuelan people, because I would be pissed off if I were down there eating, like, what, house animals? Because there's no food there? Are you fucking kidding me? And, like, hyperinflation, what was it, like 500% hyperinflation? That's what fucking nuts, man. It's fucking nuts. Alright, I'll see you guys later.